Tenants have always had it tough in the Bronx.
No heat, landlord giving faulty appliances that break down. They're forcing tenants to sign a contract to pay for the appliances. They're just going crazy.
But recently, tenants achieved sweeping protections in the rent laws. Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. brings the top state officials to the Bronx to discuss these changes affecting virtually all of the over 230,000 rent-regulated apartments in the Bronx. But these new laws won't work if landlords and tenants are not aware of them.
We're here with the Commissioner of HCR and her team here, where you can see all the stakeholders in the Bronx of the different organizations and advocacy groups for tenant rights and housing preservation. And so we know that during last session, there were a number of housing bills that were passed in the New York State Legislature. There were tenant protection rights. And so what we're getting here is clarity on the nuances of the implementation and or the enforcement of those bills.
Diaz invited New York State's Rent Commissioner Ruth Ann Visnauskas. To improve the process, the commissioner has added 75 hearing officers to swiftly process rent overcharge complaints.
We constantly are seeking to improve all of our processes, all of the way we interact with the public to make sure, and whether that's landlords or tenants, to make sure that we are clear, that we're consistent, and that people understand the laws that they have to abide by.
Under the new law, it is illegal for a landlord to ask for the tenant to pay last month's rent along with the security deposit when you sign a lease. Also, the state has abolished the 20% rent hike on new tenants. But the new rent laws also protect existing tenants. The time to bring a rent overcharge case has increased from 4 years to 6 years. The high rent decontrol of apartments has been abolished. And the cap on rent increases for major capital improvements has dropped from 6% to 2%. This major capital improvements reduction has a lot of fans, like longtime Bronx tenant Sarah Wynn, whose landlord is seeking just such a rent increase.
2%, love it.
To learn more about how the new changes affect you, go to the website of the New York State Homes and Community Renewal. Reporting for BronxNet, this is Stephen DeCastro.